and welcome to NAFDAC and Your Health, where we bring you all the important information you need to know about NAFDAC. The agency is saddled with the responsibility of safeguarding our health by ensuring that the foods, drugs, cosmetics, and medical equipment made available to us are safe and wholesome. My name is Tosin Adebayo. On this edition of the program, we'll be taking you around the country to bring some of NAFDAC's activities in the last few weeks. We kick off in the Federal Capital Territory, where the DG of NAFDAC is joined by the representatives of the World Health Organization at the presentation of Android-enabled scanners being donated to the agency by the WHO.
Today, I'm here on a special occasion. I'm here to hand over to the DG NAFDAC the first batch of traceability equipment. We recall there was a project we were working together on.
Yes.
And this is just the first batch. Other consignment will come. This first batch is made of 74 Androids, scanners, 3 Zebra industrial printers, label papers, wax ribbon, and barcode labels, which you can see here, the sample. So I wish to really encourage NAFDAC to deploy these equipment to the field immediately. Build capacity of staff to use them, and while commit WHO to continue to work with you to implement those activities. And this is very important, particularly as the country is scaling up COVID-19 vaccination, but also this equipment will serve for other purposes related to pharmacovigilance work. We at WHO hope this will help increase coverage of traceability and pharmacovigilance in the country while we proceed with the second batch of procurement. Take this opportunity to appreciate them as they are helping us to support Nigeria do better. So this is what I had for you today. Very briefly, very excited, and
Yes.
of course looking forward to our next level agenda in terms of collaboration.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your attention.
You are on the go type of person, meaning you are there to address different issues, to be present. We want to say thank you very much. Just like WL said, we want to thank the donors that have made this possible. It was about 2 years or 1.5 years ago, right at the beginning of around the beginning of the pandemic, or middle of it, that we actually last year, looks like 1.5 years. Last year, when these vaccines came, everything came to us like a flood. But we knew we were going to do track and trace. However, the tools to use, we didn't have everything. We had Mr. John Kayode was able to develop a mobile app that you can use your phone to scan, and based on fluctuations in connectivity in different parts of the country, there were some failed scans. Some states have very good, we had very good yields from some states. Nonetheless, we were very, very successful in terms of using the track and trace GS1 based technology to make the distribution of our first batch of vaccine, AstraZeneca, to be very visible. A lot of effort have been put into this technical aspect of it, and they are here. Mr. Kayode, the deputy director in charge of ICT, of course, Mr. Kunle, and the Dan that just joined us. They've been very, very instrumental, and GS1 office, without them we would not even have moved an inch. But to have these scanners will make the data more robust, because the fluctuations that you get based on what part of the country you are in will be much reduced. So it is a pleasure to have these scanners. I'm very excited. If the ICT, the Deputy Director, is very likely more excited than myself, because the rigors of going through the procurement here and to get it, but this makes it much easier for us. And so I want to thank the country WHO. You have been a strong backbone for NAFDAC, and this is part of strengthening the regulatory system. Because the essence of this is to reduce substandard falsified medicines, to ensure there is no infiltration of any product that is not supposed to be in the supply chain once for any regulatory agency. So I want to say thank you again, and then we just take lovely pictures. Thank you.
Still in Abuja, the FCT office had a one-day sensitization program for MSMEs in line with the Director General's vision of bolstering that sector and boosting the nation's economy.
We align very well with this government. One of their primary goals is to ensure that a lot of Nigerians that are not employed become employed, and knowing the MSMEs as a critical core to the economy of this country. NAFDAC is doing a lot to promote the growth of MSMEs. We have 50% reduction on their registration rate, and all the other payments that MSMEs pay, so that as many Nigerians as possible that can work on NAFDAC's regulated products are registered. Does that mean that we will not do the testing that we need to ensure safety? We will do the testing. That is part of the cost that NAFDAC will need to absorb, because we are sharing the goals of this administration. So we are doing a lot. We will also go another distance to teach them, to sensitize them in terms of registration, not to be intimidated. We have e-registration now. Not all of them may be able to do e-registration. We will need to assist them, because MSMEs are the ones driving the economy of this country.
We organized this workshop, sensitization workshop, for the micro, small, medium enterprises, MSMEs, primarily targeting the micro industries. Because we know the micro industries play a huge role in the economy. They are described as the engine room of every economy, and they employ a lot of people. So we decided to sensitize them, gather them, the micro and MSMEs in Abuja, FCT, to sensitize them, to enlighten them on the registration process of NAFDAC, to register, how to register their products with NAFDAC, and then also to inform them and encourage them to maintain current good manufacturing practice after their products are registered. We know they are quite, they are unregistered products in the market. So working with the Abuja Enterprise Agency, we're able to get some of these people that they have their contact to come for this workshop, so that we will enlighten them on what they need to do to get their products registered. Which registration, of course, we know assures quality of products, safety, and then efficacy. So that's why we have gathered them today. Tell them the various stages they need to take or procedure to register their products. We have 5 presentations to make today, covering different aspects. We have that has to do with good manufacturing practice. We have that has to do with registration processes. for food. We have the one that has to do for registration process for cosmetics. We have the one that has to dealing with NAPAMS, which is NAFDAC Automated Products Administration Monitoring System, our e-registration portal, which is what we use now. For you to register products, you submit your documents through the NAPAMS portal. So we know there are some people that have challenges in submitting their documents through this platform. So we have organized a mini training for them to show them how to do this registration online wherever they are, without them even coming to the NAFDAC office. However, if they still have any challenge in using this platform, we have our officers who have been trained who can assist them in submitting the documents online. So these are the reasons why we have gathered the people here today to enlighten them on the processes. And of course, if there are some of them that have some areas they still need clarification on the activities of NAFDAC, we are here today to answer their questions and to clear any doubt. That's why we have gathered them here this morning.
What informed this decision is the proliferation of unregistered micro-scale products in the market. We've had a series of issues where you go to supermarkets and you find unregistered micro-scale products all over the markets, in the supermarket, and we felt there was a need to sensitize them to know the importance of getting their products registered. Aside that, we know that the DG also has a passion, for micro-scale enterprises. She's very passionate about them, and she's been advocating that as a unit and as a directorate, we should ensure that we hold quarterly sensitization program. In fact, during the last TMC, which was held in Lagos, December 2021, it was one of the key issues that was discussed. She emphasized on the need for directorates to begin to hold sensitization program for the various sectoral groups. So we decided it was apt and this is the right time, and we decided that we will start with the micro-scale enterprise.
Number one, I am really happy that SMEs in FCT is springing up with all the commitment you have said in this program. But the truth of it is that we have so much challenges with the area councils in terms of revenue. The multiple revenues are making it extremely difficult for SMEs to survive in Abuja. That's number one. Number two, sir, just an observation. In the shop, we don't have trade and investment in that program for us to be doing our trademarking. That's another area I want to talk about.
There is a subnational Ease of Doing Business Committee, and that's one of the critical aspects the committee is trying to address. At your convenience, I would like to invite you so that we will meet with the chairperson of that committee and see how we can get your recommendations towards addressing this challenge. It's really a very critical challenge that all SMEs in Abuja are facing.
NAFDAC and your health will be right back. Please stay tuned.
As part of NAFDAC concerted effort to prevent incessant food poisoning and to safeguard the health of the nation, the agency wishes to advise the general public to take the following precautionary measures in food handling. Chemicals are not food, so do not taste with your tongue. It is dangerous to health and it can kill. It is dangerous to cook your meat with paracetamol or any drug. It can damage your liver, kidneys, or other organs. Do not ripen your fruits with calcium carbide. It can cause cancer or damage the kidneys or liver. It is dangerous to use sniper to keep insects and other flies away from any food products. Cooking does not remove sniper. Do not consume any mixture or herbal preparation that do not have NAFDAC number. It could be deadly. Too much monosodium glutamate food seasoning that comes as cube or in sachet can be dangerous to your health. Do not add any chemical to food or drink to make it sour or improve taste. Safe food. Everyone's business. NAFDAC. Safeguarding the health of the nation.
Welcome back. If you are just joining us, you're watching NAFDAC and your health. Still in Abuja, the agency organized an enlightenment program on food safety. Food safety and economic development goes hand in hand, and one of the major elements that affect food safety, according to experts, is mycotoxins.
I want to say you're welcome, and I welcome you on behalf of the Director General of NAFDAC, Professor Christiana Mujisola Adeyeye. We are happy to have you in our midst today, and I want to put on record that you are not just new to us. We've had a working relationship that has spanned a decade, and our relationship is not just ordinary. It's based on our interest, our mandate on food safety, which is one of the four core focus of your center. Over the years, the Director General has set up two offices, Office of Research and Office of Trade and International Relations. With the Office of Research, we have an ongoing engagement with universities in Nigeria because science is dynamic, and NAFDAC makes use of science in our work, in our regulatory work. That is the only way our work will be reproducible, could be verified, could be authentic anywhere in the world. So we cannot remain static. We must continually develop ourselves, develop our systems, develop our processes. Because most so science speak into making of our regulations and setting up our standards that we implement. We work collaboratively with Standard Organization of Nigeria in the development of Nigerian industrial standards. So before we can make those contributions, it is the sciences that we have worked on, the data we have gathered, that help us to speak to what standards and regulations are set for the country.
This event was put together in association with the Africa Center of Excellence for Mycotoxin and Food Safety. In his presentation, Professor Hosseini Anthony Maku of the Federal University of Technology, Minna, spoke about mycotoxins and the different components of it, including the effects they have not just on human and animal health, but consequently on the economy.
When we talk about food safety, we're talking about having foods that we don't have some natural or toxins introduced into the foods. What are the various poisons we find in our food? One of them, a major one, is the mycotoxins. For those of us that are not in the field of science, we will know that when we keep our bread and they go moldy, fungi are the ones that grow on them. The same thing with our stored grains and food. They can go moldy if not properly preserved. The problem is not the growth of the molds or the fungi on the crops and food and feedstuffs, but the fact that these fungi now produce and secrete some harmful compounds or substances in the food products. Those harmful substances secreted in the food products are what are now referred to as the mycotoxins. We have the ochratoxin, which is also a kidney toxin. We have the fumonisins, which are also cause cancer of the esophagus, while the trichotoxins are toxins that affect our gastrointestinal tract. This is rarely known are infertility toxins. Before now, there was this general belief that these toxins only occur outside the tropics, that with heat in Africa, these toxins are destroyed. That is not true. They occur in virtually all our foods, in millet, in sorghum, in meat, in milk, and all that. And apart from the fact that they occur in our food, we have seen situations where, like I've already mentioned, the death of children in Ibadan, the death of children in Kenya, they are associated with reducing our immunity to our normal diseases and all that. Now, the presence of these toxins in us have not only affected our health, but it has also decreased our earning. It has reduced our earning, particularly in international trade.
From Abuja, we head to Akwa Ibom State, where NAFDAC in the state conducted several activities over the last couple of weeks. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has charged core members in Akwa Ibom to always inform the agency on the presence of any unregistered products or factories where unauthorized production of regulated products are being carried out in their places of primary assignment. The state coordinator, Farm John Naeche, gave the charge at the NYC orientation camp in Nsit Atai local government area. He also enlightened them on ways to register products under MSME. He further urged NAFDAC CDS Group to be good ambassadors of the agency by impacting positive values wherever they may find themselves, especially in areas of sensitization on NAFDAC-regulated products. The state office also carried out routine inspections of some packaged water factories in Uyo Metropolis, where a company was placed on hold for failure to renew its license. A team of officers led by the state coordinator, John Naiche, were at the Central Cold Chain Store, Idongasit, Kanga Secretariat, Uyo, and the UCC Post, Ibom Special Hospital, Ekit Itam, to receive the 41 secondary packs of Pfizer COVID-19 vaccines, 36,500 doses of Covishield AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccines. The NAFDAC team further conducted post-marketing surveillance in pharmacies and patent medicine stores in Uyo and environs. Samples of some antibiotics were taken during the surveillance and sent to NAFDAC laboratory for analysis. And that's our package for today. Please join us same time, same station next week for a fresh edition. In the meantime, if you have comments, complaints, or you want to report activities of fake drugs or adulterated food product peddlers, our doors are always open. You can reach NAFDAC via toll-free numbers. For inquiries, call 0700 162 3322. For complaints, call 0800 162 3322. You may also email NAFDAC at nafdac.gov.ng. If you have complaints about any form of misconduct, you can reach the Reforms Unit via email, reforms@nafdac.gov.ng, or call the Reforms hotlines on 0909 763 0506 or 0909 763 0507. NAFDAC, customer focused, agency minded. Importing, producing, distributing and selling fake drugs and cosmetics, adulterated food and so on are criminal activities that destroy lives. Join the fight against these heinous crimes by reporting any suspicious activities in your area to NAFDAC. Let's join hands to safeguard the health of our nation. See you next week. Stay safe.